So what I wanted to talk about today, guys, was how to find peace or the easy path during this time, because we're gonna really need to make sure that we don't become a compromiser in the final generation. We need to make sure that we know we've counted the cost. Have you counted the cost? Count cost? See, I think a lot of people have not counted the cost. They have not counted the cost of following Jesus yet. Count the cost. Right here. Count the cost. Look what Jesus says. They don't really know what it's going to really cost them to follow Jesus. They've heard it, but they haven't taken it serious. And Jesus says, whoever does not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. And then he says what that's going to be like. Jesus tells us what it's like to bear the cross. Look what he says. He gives an example of what it's like to make that decision. This is what it's like to make that decision to bear the cross, bear your cross. You have a cross to bear. We have to suffer like he suffered with the same mind. Arm yourselves likewise and count that cost. It's going to cost you something. It's going to cost you everything. It's going to cost you everything you've worked for, everything you've dreamed for, all your goals, all your accomplishments, all your prestige, all your awards. It's going to cost you everything to bear that cross. See, I think people have a cross around their neck, but they're not bearing the cross on their back. It's easy to wear a cross around your neck. Can I get an amen if you hear what I'm saying? It's easy to wear a cross around your neck, but it's not easy to bear your cross. And Jesus is telling us what bearing your cross is like. Bearing your cross. Right here. Look what it says. Bearing your cross. For which of you intend to build a tower sitting down does not first count the cost, whether he has sufficient to finish it? Do you think you can go all the way with this Jesus thing? See, a lot of people are going to go up unto the vaccine, and then they're not going to be able to go past that. I'm going to follow Jesus all the way up to the mark of the beast, and that's where my faith is going to fall apart, says some of those Christians, says some of those churches, says some of those would-be followers of Jesus. This is why we must finish. This is why we have to go to the end. If you give up at the vaccine or at your money or your paycheck, or you can't endure without your medications, and you can't endure without the subscriptions that you have to have them. I have to have them. I gotta take the vaccine. They're not going to give me my medications anymore. Then you're not getting it. You're not understanding the cost. It's going to cost you your life. You're going to die. You're going to starve. You're going to dehydrate. You're going to die of medicinal needs. You're not going to get your medications. You're not going to get your nourishment. Can you count that? Can you endure something like that? Can you really? You can? You say you can. People say they can. And then they're starting to change their minds a little bit.